Good morning, guys. It's 5:30 a.m. It's so cold. Hopefully you can see it. Hey guys, good morning. It's my Monday today and I'm off to work. I'm just waiting for my car to warm up. Definitely started the day off with a win today. Couple wins actually. I woke up at 5. I got out of bed no problem. And for a split second when I was going downstairs, I thought about laying down on the couch for a little bit after I turned the heat on. And as I'm walking down the stairs, I'm honestly debating it. I'm debating letting my inner bitch win on my Monday and crawl back on the couch with a warm blankie while I wait for the heat to kick in. I'll just set my alarm for 6:30 so I can just wake up and shower and go to work. And that seemed like a great idea for a moment, honestly. I was actually standing in my living room after I turned the heater on, debating what I'm gonna do. Doesn't matter how many times you do it, you're still gonna have days like this, and I'm glad I fought through it. Because I have this mind that works against me, and it always has. Always. It's I look back at different periods of my life and I see the patterns that my mind creates, and I see the self-destruction that my mind has started out of nowhere, out of nothing, out of a thought. We spend so much time worrying about stuff we think we can control, but we're wasting so much of our energy worrying and trying to change things by thinking about them, instead of having just a little bit of faith that things are going to work out because you're doing everything you need to be doing. But if you're not doing everything you need to be doing on a daily basis, your mind knows the truth. It's going to use that against you. This guy's not strong. He says he wants to put in the work, but I'm not having a difficult time getting him to bend. This is your mind's conversation. It's dialogue with itself. Thinks you're a joke. Thinks you're nothing. It remembers when you were an addict on the street, how easy it was to convince you to keep spiraling. And you know what it was? When I was struggling like that, and I was 100 pounds soaking wet, homeless, I was in so much pain by default because I didn't know how to work on my emotions. I didn't have emotional control. I didn't have emotional management. Life was complete chaos. And what would happen is I would sober up, and then I would come to the realization of my current life situation, and my anxiety would get so through the roof because I'd be forced to look at myself sober that right away I had to do whatever it took to go numb myself, because I didn't like the reality of where I was. But instead of changing it, which isn't easy, it's not like you flick a switch and you're going to be where you want to be. You're going to have to just start putting one foot in front of the other. But for some reason, the mind makes that concept so difficult. And I don't really understand why that is. But when we put one foot in front of the other and we stand up straight with our shoulders back, it's like those studies. You know those studies that are out that talk about if you just smile, like force yourself to smile, you're gonna feel happy emotion. Same like if you force yourself to frown, you're gonna feel sad, you're gonna feel negative emotion. I tried that this morning and it honestly works. The same goes for your body language, your posture. When you're standing up straight with your shoulders back, even if it feels like you're a phony, like if it feels like you're an imposter, your spirit is like, oh, the guy's standing up with his shoulders back. He respects himself. He's building confidence. Let's build. Your mind is like, it knows you have this confidence waiting to grow, but like, you don't give yourself the chance because you're so quick to give into that voice so easily. And like, if I would have given into that voice this morning, what would have happened is I would have woken up at like 6:30. I would have ran upstairs, had a shower, rushed to work. I probably wouldn't be recording this video right now. I probably wouldn't be like in the good mindset that I'm in right now. It would take some work to get me there. So why would I want to make it more difficult for myself when I could just like have one difficult challenge compared to like a whole bunch through the day? I might still have difficulty today, but what I've done is I've given myself a head start on the difficulty. I've given myself a head start on the negative feelings I might feel today. I'm actively working to make sure those negative feelings don't take over. So by creating a strong morning routine, what you're doing is you're actually like investing in your future. Same with when you go to the gym, when you exercise, you're investing in tomorrow. You know the time's gonna come when you're gonna feel shitty, so you're gonna prepare for it. Building your mental resilience, building your consistency, building your discipline, building your daily habits. These things are gonna boost your self-esteem so much, and you don't even need to think about it. It's just automatically gonna happen. So that's kind of where I want to end off on today. And, my point has been made. So I think you get what I'm saying. Thanks for listening. Food for thought. helped me get out of bed today and fight my inner little bitch that was trying to convince me to get out of bed, go downstairs, turn the heat on, and then get curled up on the couch with a blankie and set your alarm for 1 more hour. So I had 1 hour I could have slept, or I could have gotten my ass up, wrote a full page in my journal, do 50 push-ups, read a chapter of my book, post some stories on my socials. And I am so grateful that I did that and I didn't listen to my mind, because my mind is a little bitch and it wants me to be a little bitch in the physical body. And how it does that is it tries to convince me that I don't need to get out of bed, that I can just sleep for another hour. It's so crazy because I guarantee you, last night before I went to bed, if you were to hook me up to a lie detector and ask me if I'm gonna wake up in the morning and do what I said I'm gonna do, I would have passed the lie detector test. I was so convinced, not just last night, but other nights. Then the morning comes around and I don't follow through with what I say I'm gonna do. I'm starting my day off with a loss by sleeping and feeling comfortable. That's why people say comfort is the biggest killer. Because when you're comfortable, you're lazy. Okay, and even if you're not lazy, you're choosing to be comfortable over the hard work that's gonna yield you the result you're looking for. I'm not gonna be successful in life unless every morning I wake up, I do my push-ups, I do my morning routine. Doing your morning routine is not something to be overlooked. Your morning routine sets the precedence for your day. And I probably sound like every other person who's ever told you to wake up early in the morning. I'm telling you, once you get it, the rest of your day is easy. I think the most difficult thing I'm gonna go through all day today was how difficult it was to convince myself to get up, get going. You know what helped me? When I was standing there after I turned the heat on and I was looking at the couch and I saw this big, fluffy, warm blanket. I like good blankets. I don't have a single cheap blanket in my house. All my blankets are top tier, the best. Heavy, comfortable. And like, I was looking at that blanket and it was telling me to come over there. Come get comfortable, come get warm. You're cold. What are you doing? Are you an idiot? And then something inside my mind just told me, this thought came to mind. You can be whoever you want to be. Then I thought about that for a second. The person I want to be, what choice would they make right now? Would they go on the couch and get comfortable and set their alarm for an hour? Or would they challenge themselves to do their morning routine? These things are so important. When I wrote in my journal today, I wasn't going to share this, but I'm coming up on month 2. So I'm currently on month 2. I'm almost complete month 2 of no antidepressants. Life is changing fast for me, and it's insane. Every day is something new, another gift from the universe, another gift from God. Something happens every day where I'm like, this must be the positive consequence of stopping the antidepressants. Not the antidepressants themselves, but the fact that I've spent 2 years telling myself I'm gonna get off them. I felt 2 years. 2 years I felt that way. Like I want to stop, but I can't. I felt like a slave to the pharmaceutical industry. The only way I can be happy is with this medication. I challenged that belief. I blew that belief out of the water. I'm off the antidepressants. I'm almost at the end of my 2nd month. Today when I picked up my journal in the morning, I was thinking, what should I write about? And I honestly teared up a little bit because it's really difficult for me to ask for help. It's really difficult for me to be vulnerable and ask someone I trust for anything, because there's this like thing inside of me where I don't want to feel like a burden to people, and I felt like that my whole life. And like there's been so many times where I've gone to places where I've been wanted and people are happy to have me there, and this like overwhelming thought in my mind is like, you're not wanted, they're judging you, they don't actually like you. It's like I have this mind that works against me, tries to convince me I'm different, tries to convince me people don't like me, tries to convince me I'm stupid. And it's like I'm battling and I'm challenging those thoughts. And I would say like I really started getting honest with myself about my inner dialogue about a year ago and stopped ignoring it. I started to see that like these feelings I have about myself that I was ignoring were having consequences and ripple effects in my life because I was ignoring it. So I really had to face it. And today I started writing in my journal and I teared up a little bit. I had a really emotional moment because someone just came into my life that I've known my whole life, and they helped me with something that I didn't ask for and that I didn't expect, and it's literally going to change the trajectory of my life. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to, mess anything up, so that's all I'm going to say for now. But as time goes on, I'm definitely going to reveal it. So yeah, the universe is amazing, and you never really know like how God and the universe is going to work in your life. So if you're going through a tough time, I really hope you consider the possibility that it's happening for a reason. And I really hope you can like take a step outside of yourself and be able to look at the future and see the man or woman that you're going to be when you get through this difficult time. You need to take pride in your difficulties, and you really need to lean on your resilience and perseverance. Take pride in those things because they truly are priceless. And resiliency and perseverance aren't the kind of things that you can just buy with money, and not everyone has them. And like I feel like the biggest way that you can like feel good in your own skin is starting to really self-reflect and think about what are the things that are good that make you feel good. What do you have to do to feel good about yourself? And I guarantee you that when you really start reflecting, you're going to realize like there's certain things you have to do every day to maintain your success and your mental wellness. But there's also things that you have to avoid every day too that are potential precursors to your bad habits. So you really got to start looking at what bad habits you have. Don't judge yourself in an unhealthy way, but like have some healthy shame for yourself, just to be real, looking down at your life from a third person and being like, these are some of the bad habits I'm struggling with. What makes me go to those bad habits, and what are the precursors to make me go down that rabbit hole? Try to look at the big picture. You got this. Food for thought.